At this time, we ask that you please rise for the singing of our national anthem by Mesa resident Meredith Allen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please welcome Mesa Chamber Board Chair Shannon Hines.
Good morning and welcome to the 2025 Mayor's State of the City Breakfast. I'm Shannon Hines, Board Chair of the Mesa Chamber of Commerce and Area Manager of Guild Mortgage Company. At the Mesa Chamber, we're dedicated to delivering impactful programming and valuable networking opportunities that empower our members to achieve success and foster business growth. Sally Harrison and her team, alongside chamber members, actively contribute to the growth and success of our community. We are grateful for such a dynamic chamber and a strong network of engaged and supportive members in Mesa. I see a lot of new faces in the audience. I hope you were able to meet someone new at breakfast. I'm pleased to see so many here to support and hear from our new mayor. Thank you all. This morning, we have many elected officials and VIPs in the audience from across the state of Arizona who are listed on the screen behind me. Will you all please stand to be recognized? First, please join me in recognizing our presenting sponsor, our friends at Salt River Project. I'd also like to thank title sponsors EdgeCore Digital Infrastructure and Google, and our VIP event sponsor AMR for their support of this year's breakfast. We have 54 additional sponsors this year, and we'd love to recognize each and every one of you. But in the interest of time, you can see them listed behind me. Again, thank you so much for your continued support of the Mesa Chamber of Commerce and the Mayor's State of the City Breakfast. Now let's get this party started.
please welcome Mesa Mayor Mark Freeman.
I mean, gosh, this is incredible. Thank you for all being here. And good morning to everyone. And thank you. You know, what I like to say is, let's get this rodeo started. I'm proud to be your mayor. Thank you for the applause. But I'm proud to be here today as your mayor, my first State of the City address. And I'm proud to say that the state of our city is strong. Before we dive, okay, let's do that. Before we dive into all the great things happening in Mesa, I want to take a moment to recognize all the incredible people who make this possible. Great cities don't thrive on their own. It takes dedicated leadership, hardworking staff, and a community that cares. First, I'd like to introduce and acknowledge our city leadership team, including our city manager and our fire and police chiefs. Special shout out to Chief Ken Koss, who's dedicated 30 years to our police department and will soon enjoy a well-deserved retirement, and all the department heads who work tirelessly to serve Mesa. Please stand and be recognized. And I'd also like to take a special moment right now to recognize our city manager, Chris Brady. Chris has dedicated 19 years of service to our city. And leading a city of this size and complexity is no small task. And Chris has done it with dedication, resilience, and well, if you look at him, he has a few gray hairs. Chris, your leadership has helped shape Mesa into the city we are today. And on behalf of all of us, thank you for your years of service. Let's give him a round of applause. Where's Chris? Why don't you stand, sir? There you go. On June 1st, we'll enter a new era with our incoming city manager, Scott Butler. Scott knows our city well. He's worked here for over 21 years, and most recently as our assistant city manager. I'm excited about Scott's leadership, and I look forward to working alongside of him as we continue shaping Mesa's future. And let's see how quickly his gray hair starts coming in. And thank you for the Mesa Chamber for partnering with us today and hosting our State of the City event. We appreciate everything you do, and you support our community and businesses within our community. So let's give them a round of applause too. But I'd also like to recognize our Mesa City Council and the team that helps make all of this happen. These individuals work hard every day to serve our residents and shape our city's future. Council members, please stand as I introduce you, and please hold your applause until the end. District 1 Council Member, Rich Adams. District 3 Council Member, Francisco Heredia. District 4 Council Member, Jen Duff. District 5 Council Member, Alicia Goforth. Our District 6 Vice Mayor, Scott Summers. And District 2 Council Member, Julie Spilsbury, is out of town and could not be here with us this morning. So please give them a round of applause. You know, shaping Mesa's future is a team effort, and there's no I in team. And I'm honored to work along each side of them and each side of you, council members. And it takes all 7 of us to move this city forward. Now, let's hear from each council member.
Hi, I'm Rich Adams, proud to serve District 1 as council member. Public safety is the bedrock cornerstone of any community. Without solid public safety, you don't attract industry, you don't attract workers. It is essential to community. And in my over 6 decades here in Mesa, I have seen Mesa grow, and I've seen support for public safety continue to flourish. It's one of the most solid things that we do here in Mesa.
Hi, I'm Julie Spilsbury, and I am proud to represent District 2. Strong families and inviting public spaces are the backbone of this district and all of Mesa. As a mom of 6, I know how important it is to have quality parks and libraries. These spaces are about more than just letting your little kids loose. They're where kids learn, develop skills, make friends, and where neighbors build meaningful connections. This sense of community that we are striving to cultivate is what makes this area of Mesa an attractive location for growing families across the valley.
Hi, this is Francisco Heredia, District 3 Council Member representing West Mesa. Our community has lots of history and even more potential. Both the Asian and Fiesta District are exploding with growth and redevelopment, bringing in fresh opportunities for small businesses, dining, and cultural experiences. In addition, we have a variety of transit options here in West Mesa that connects people to schools, businesses, and entertainment options. I'm proud to represent our unique and diverse community here in District 3.
Hi, I'm Jen Duff, Council Member for District 4. The spotlight is on downtown. Downtown Mesa is in the midst of a second golden era. And what is old is new. We have uniquely local businesses and historic buildings with revitalized signs and facades. We have new public spaces and an arts and innovation district that is budding with opportunity and a creative vibe. Downtown is what makes Mesa thrive.
I'm Alicia Goforth, representing District 5. Northeast Mesa is home to beautiful views, an outdoor lifestyle, and significant economic growth. First-rate amenities and scenic neighborhoods are what attract new employers and families to the area, including mine. From parks and trails to mixed-use communities, I'm prioritizing quality development, where we're creating spaces to bring people together. District 5 is taking off, and not just at Falcon Field Airport.
Hi, I'm Vice Mayor Scott Summers, proudly representing Southeast Mesa District 6. Thanks to smart planning and investments in infrastructure such as water or our education system, Mesa has a deep pool of talent so that Fortune 50 companies are locating here. Southeast Mesa is among the top growth areas for jobs and Fortune 500 companies. There is a new wave of retail and entertainment options coming to Southeast Mesa. Truly a place to live, work, shop, and play.
Wow. It always amazes me when I stop and hear about all the things our council is doing across Mesa. Their passion and dedication to our community is what makes this city go. I spent the last 8 years serving as our District 1 council member, and now as your newly elected mayor serving the 36th largest city in the United States. It's an incredible honor. I'm going to share with you a little bit about myself, who I am and why I serve, and what drives my commitment to Mesa. Being the mayor of my hometown is special. I grew up here, I have deep roots here that connects me to Mesa's past, and this grounds me to Mesa's present and excites me about Mesa's future. Mesa roots run deep. Our story began in 1878 when pioneer families, the Pomeroys, the Srines, the Robesons, and my own ancestors, the Chrismans, alongside Native Americans, built homes, irrigated the land, and laid the foundation of our people, of our future. They had a vision to transform the desert into a thriving, and today, our city, we stand on the very ground where their dreams took root. Water was and remains the lifeblood of our community, nourishing the land just as our values nourish our people. From a small settlement in 1882 of 300 people, today a vibrant city of over 520,000 people, Mesa's growth is a testament to the strength and resilience of our shared history. We need to grow in a way that makes life better for everyone. And that means protecting what makes our city special while creating new opportunities. That means investing in our future in a way that strengthens our neighborhoods, supports local businesses, and keeps our city thriving for generations to come. We must ensure that as we expand, we stay true to what makes Mesa special, preserving our identity, our culture, and our way of life while embracing innovation and progress. It's time we build on our strong foundation, amplify our strengths, and address our challenges, and create a future that lifts every residence, every neighborhood, and every business higher. And together, let's elevate Mesa.
Elevating Mesa is about building on what works and taking it to the next level. We're raising the bar across the board, building better, moving faster, and working smarter. It's a new chapter on how we grow, serve, and support our community through innovation, investment, and collaboration. We're elevating neighborhoods, strengthening the foundation we built to create vibrant, connected communities where people feel safe and proud to live, work, and play. We're elevating public safety, doubling down on our commitment to first responders by investing in cutting-edge technology. We're elevating investment, ensuring every dollar continues to work hard for Mesa, reinforcing our infrastructure, improving services, and making decisions with long-term community value in mind. Our city has a proud history of responsible water planning. Today, we're elevating water infrastructure with smart, resilient water systems to protect this vital resource for generations to come. And we're elevating economic growth and development, growing with purpose, embracing innovation, and creating opportunities. We're focused on high-quality, sustainable growth that benefits everyone, ensuring businesses have the tools to thrive and everyone has opportunity.
Now let's take a closer look at what elevating Mesa really means, starting where it matters most, right at home. Because at the end of the day, Mesa is only strong as its neighborhoods. Our communities are the heart of our city, and when they thrive, Mesa thrives. A strong neighborhood is more than just a place to live. It's a place where families feel connected, where children can grow up safely, and where people can call pride in calling it home. By expanding housing options, enhancing parks, strengthening public safety, and supporting businesses, we can ensure that every neighborhood, old and new, has the resources to succeed. When we uplift our neighborhoods, we create a city where everything is successful and everyone can be successful. But none of that matters with one essential foundation, that's safety. Because no matter how vibrant and connected and well-designed our neighborhoods are, people need to feel safe in order to truly call it home. That's why public safety will always be our top priority. And to share more about how Mesa is leading the way, I'd like to turn it over to the people on our front lines, our police and fire chiefs.
Real-Time Crime Center aligns with Elevate Mesa because we're using technology to be more efficient and to keep our citizens safer, to keep our officers safer and our firefighters safer on the street with a fast response and immediate response so the officers see what's going on before they ever arrive and they're able to take action and to prevent crime and to keep everybody safe quicker.
It's imperative that we keep up with the technology in the fire service today. I mean, they always say the right tool for the right job, and what's available out there today, there's so many ways that can make the job easier and safer for firefighters, so we try to keep up. We have a R&D committee that keeps up with the latest and greatest in tools and equipment, and an example is electric vehicle fires. Many people don't know this, but it takes hours and hours and gallons of water to put these fires out. Now we have blankets that we're going to cover these cars with. This is brand new technology that's out there in terms of electric vehicle fires. That way we serve our community with, you know, the best that we can with the technology that's available to us today.
One of the great things we have to Elevate Mesa is our drones as a first responder program. When a 911 call comes in and it's a priority, that drone will pop up and literally launch itself and go directly to the call and be on scene sometimes in 30 seconds or less and give real-time footage to the officers that are responding, and they can see exactly what's going on. The other thing we have is a drone program out that we're expanding out in patrol, where we have patrol officers that have drones. So they can pull off the side of the road, they can deploy a drone. So whether we have a missing child or we're working a violent crime and we want to search the area, instead of having the officers search these areas, the drones can search the areas, which is safer for everybody.
We've done drones for a while now, but this program now has infrared capabilities. It's already helped us on a fire, being able to see the fire from above and help direct the streams down below where the fire is exactly from above. They get a good view of that. And our team also works with PD with their drone program. We all work together on this because it's a great team effort. We're looking forward to what this is going to bring for us in the future.
It is exciting for us to finally open up the Northeast Public Safety Station. So that is police and fire combined to give better service to the northeast portion and the southeast portion of our city in District 5 and 6. So we're super excited about that. We'll start moving in May. We will occupy the building and our officers will start working out of that building in July. And so it's exciting for us to open up that new station, the first brand new station to be built since Superstition in 1998.
With this new police fire substation, that's really going to elevate the way that we provide care into the community. We'll get there quicker, we'll get there faster, and working together like that is always helpful to us in public safety. It elevates our relationships as we move along.
I think elevate is lifting. It just means that we're never looking back, we're looking forward, that we're innovative, and that we're problem solvers, and that we're always looking to take the product that we have now and the service we give the community, take it to another level. That's progression in and of itself, and that's why I love to work for the City of Mesa.
I think it's important for the public to know that the mission of the fire department is to serve with care. And we elevate the care that we do every day because we want to make sure the public knows that we work with compassion, accountability, respect, and excellence in all that we do. This is a dangerous job, and there's a lot of danger that comes with it. So anything we could do to elevate the health and the wellness of our employees, we continue to do, and we continue to look forward to doing.
As a 31-year captain, paramedic, firefighter with the Mesa Fire and Medical Department, I've lived and breathed public safety. I understand its demands, its challenges, and its critical role in shaping the well-being of our community. No pun intended, but it's safe to say Mesa is a national leader in this space. And as the chief said, we're not looking backwards, we're always looking forward. Mesa is one of the safest large cities in America today, and we've been consistently getting safer over time. Our fire and police departments have been working hard on keeping our residents safe. And while we still have work to do, we're very proud of the results so far. According to FBI data, the Mesa's 2023 Group A crime rate, that's police talk for serious offenses like assault, theft, and drugs, stood at 43 crimes per 1,000 residents. That's significantly lower than peers cities like Minneapolis, Kansas City, and Albuquerque, but on par with top performers like Virginia Beach and Raleigh. But the real story is in the trend. Over the past decade, total person and property crimes in Mesa have dropped by nearly 40%, falling from nearly 17,000 incidents in 2011 to just over 10,000 in 2024. Our crime rate has steadily decreased from 37.9 per thousand residents in 2011 to just 19.8. Anyway, Mesa remains at the forefront of public safety and innovation, but not just maintaining our standard, but we're raising it all the time. Through Public Safety Bond, we are able to modernize our facilities and meet the growing needs of our community. In addition to the Northeast Public Safety Facility, we are renovating our Mesa Police Headquarters to include critical upgrades on the on-site holding facility and in-custody court with an additional $10 million in that investment, bringing the total project in our police headquarters to $62.7 million. This overhaul will ensure that our police force has the resources and space necessary to serve our city for years to come. As mayor, I'm committed to the safety and the center of our decisions, because public safety isn't just something we talk about, it's something we invest in. Mesa is one of the largest, most dynamic cities in the nation, with over 500,000 residents, a highly educated workforce, and over 1.3 million people within a 30-minute drive. Again, we're the 36th largest city in the country, larger than Miami, Minneapolis, and Atlanta. With a median age of 37, 43% of our residents holding an associate degree or higher, we're well positioned for long-term success. We're grateful for the education institutions that help make this possible. Benedictine University, Arizona State University, and East Valley Institute of Technology, along with Mesa Community College. These institutions are not only preparing the next generation of Mesa's workforce, but also empowering adult learners to advance their careers and reach new goals. In fact, Mesa Community College is celebrating 60 years of service, 6 decades of transforming lives and enriching our community through education. I'd like to invite Dr. Danielle and your team to stand for an applause. We thank you for your service. Dr. Danielle. That's incredible. Thank you so much. And yet, even as we grow, educate, and modernize, we've managed to keep Mesa affordable. Compared to other cities in the region, Mesa continues to deliver excellent value for our residents. A typical homeowner here pays just over $2,200 per year in combined property taxes, utility services, and city sales tax, less than many of our neighbors. Also, we're not paying for a primary property or food tax. We're doing this by being intentional in our spending and by leveraging a major advantage. Mesa owns all of its own utilities. That means the money our residents pay for water, wastewater, natural gas, electric, and solid waste stays right here in our community. We're able to reinvest those funds to improve infrastructure, support essential services, and keep our city resilient and self-reliant, all without raising taxes unnecessarily. Mesa is a full-service city, delivering all essential services to residents and business owners. But let's be clear, elevating Mesa does not happen by accident. It takes planning, it takes leadership, and most importantly, it takes all of us working towards a common goal. Mesa takes immense pride in being responsible stewards for our community's resources, not only our financial assets, but also our most vital resource, water. In a time when access to clean, reliable, and affordable water is more crucial than ever, we are committed to elevating our water portfolio and infrastructure to ensure we're fully prepared to meet the demands. Water has always been the lifeblood of Mesa, and securing it for the future generations is one of my highest priorities. We're making significant progress. The Central Mesa Reuse Pipeline is a crucial investment that will add an additional 12,000 acre-feet of water from the Colorado River to Mesa's water supply each year. This project and others will enhance our robust infrastructure, our diverse water portfolio, and supporting our 100-year assured water supply designation to meet the needs of our growing population and commercial sector. However, we will not stop here. Our long-term water security hinges on a strong regional partnership, ambitious planning, and collective dedication to demand management and innovation. Now let's learn more from our water experts about this fluid process.
We are in 25 years of severe drought. We have survived that because we have worked together and we have relied on our infrastructure and our storage. But we know, looking to the future, we probably have a smaller river and we need to be able to learn to live with that. Mesa has been an example to all our communities about how do you use water wisely. Just last year, Central Arizona Project brought Mesa 50,000 acre-feet of water. In general, an acre-foot can serve 3 to 4 families in the valley. That means 150,000 families could survive on that Colorado River water. And that's how together we partner to make sure that the water supply for everyone in Mesa is safe, reliable, and moving forward, stable.
When you look at wanting to have a reliable and secure supply, which is part of what the city is trying to accomplish, and the same for us, is not only do you work on the demand side of it, which is the conservation side, you also have to focus on the supply side. And I think there's some very unique things that we have partnered on. An example of that would be the Granite Reef Underground Storage Project. When there's been opportunities where there's been a little bit of excess water, you store it underground, you bank it, so you can use it in times like what we have today. That's how you look forward into the future to be really secure with a long-term supply. Mesa's also partnering with us on looking at the Verde River, where we're trying to increase storage capacity by potentially one of the options is raising Bartlett Dam. If we're able to do that, that's another very long-term project in terms of increasing the supply side of the equation, which is obviously very important when you're trying to look about, that long-term security and reliability piece.
We work hand in hand with Mesa to make sure that your water supplies are there every day. We work hand in hand with Mesa on how do we be smart about our water supply? How do we make sure that the ultimate user knows how to use their water in the smartest, most efficient way possible? How do we avoid waste? How do we avoid leaks? We are there to make sure that Mesa and all of your surrounding communities have a reliable, resilient water supply.
If you take the conservation side, the storage side, and you put that all together, I think those are the key components that fit into the Elevate Mesa, which really, in my mind, one of the great things about that is that's a strategic vision. That's trying to look at what are you going to do to ensure that the city's not only taking care of residents for a very long time, but also how do you tie in the ability to have economic development. And the Elevate Mesa concept is all about taking that strategy and applying it so that you're able to make sure that the city can thrive for many decades to come.
Thank you to Ms. Berman and Mr. Pratt for sharing your knowledge and our great partnerships. We collaborate so well. Securing water for our future isn't only about sustainability, conservation, and the future water security. It's about creating a foundation of prosperity because businesses will grow where water flows. Thanks to the reliable infrastructure and smart investment and long-term planning, Mesa isn't just a great place to live, it's a great place to do business. Mesa doesn't just grow on its own, it grows when we have purposeful planning, and we do that by investing in the right infrastructure, streamlining how we build and do business, and attracting industries that drive innovation and economic resilience. Mesa is already a leader in growth, but we're ready to take it to the next level. We are embracing AI, automation, and emerging technologies. We're modernizing how we plan, build, and develop, making our development processes faster, smarter, and more efficient. We're not growing just for the sake of growth, we're growing with intention. That means making bold investments in the right places, supporting the businesses that choose Mesa, and fostering a community where opportunity is accessible to all. Starting with the urban transformation in the last few years, we've seen our downtown blossom, with projects such as the Downtown Facade Improvement Program, and the newest event space called the Neon Garden, breathing new life into our city's core, in addition to the many new restaurants in downtown Mesa. Since 2020, we've added over 1,100 new residential units in downtown, with hundreds more under construction and nearly 2,000 in planning. And that's just not growth, that's momentum. In West Mesa, we're seeing a different but equally dynamic kind of growth. The Asian District's expansion, including the growing footprint of Mekon Plaza and new housing developments, helping us meet the demand in walkable, connected neighborhoods and communities, embracing commerce, culture, and convenience. Our Mesa Builder at the studios has helped nearly 500 small businesses access training and welcome over 4,000 visitors last year. These are more than numbers. These are stories of entrepreneurs, families, and futures being built right here in Mesa. We're also leading the way in high-value job creation. In 2024 alone, Mesa announced 2,625 new jobs and $5 billion in capital investment, with 80% of the newly developed space supporting advanced manufacturing. Companies like Able Steel, Corrosion Engineering, Urbix, Hilo Industry, Turofab, and Kamiko are choosing Mesa because of our reliable infrastructure, skilled workforce, and pro-business environment. This year, we're already ahead of the curve with 2,383 new jobs, $2.3 billion in capital investment, and an average wage of over $66,000. These are high-quality jobs in industries like aviation, manufacturing, tech, transportation, and jobs that will sustain families and fuel our future. This momentum continues to build in our city's quality retail recruitment efforts with new retail centers like Cannon Beach with Revel Surf, again with Gallery Park with Tempo by Hilton opening next year, and Medina Station at Signal Butte in the 60, which will feature a Dick's Sporting Good and a vibrant restaurant row. From industrial players and tech companies to boutique cafes and homegrown startups, Mesa is open for business, and we're building a balanced economy, neighborhood by neighborhood and job by job. But if you want to see where that growth is happening in its most dynamic space, look no further than Southeast Mesa. Mesa is proud to partner with Queen Creek, Apache Junction, Gilbert, and the Gila River Indian community to build on the economic growth in the East Valley through the Mesa Gateway Airport. Thanks to the collaboration of the Mesa Gateway Authority, Mesa is leading the way in transforming Mesa's economic landscape. We're going to hear from our airport director, Brian O'Neill, who will explain more in detail.
Mesa Gateway Airport is fairly unique among airports. Not only do we have a thriving regional airport with 3 10,000-foot runways, but we've got a significant amount of land for private development. We want to be the airport that provides the services that our market is looking for, whether it's additional commercial service, whether it's expanding cargo service. We're prepared to grow both aspects of the service as the market demands. We think with the influx of residents and we think of the relocations of the companies that are moving into the East Valley, we think that our future looks pretty bright. We had an opportunity with some federal grants to construct a 5-gate, 30,000 square foot terminal. So now we can handle 11 aircraft simultaneously. We're experiencing record-setting passenger activity. And what we need to do is we need to be able to stay one step ahead of the growing popularity of the airport. And so we want to make sure that we have the infrastructure and facilities to be able to accommodate them as the airport continues to grow. This facility gives us some breathing room, and at the same time, we've got capacity that we can ensure that we have enough facilities here if we are fortunate enough to get new airlines. If you look at Cessna and Able, which are tech-strong companies, and you look at Embraer, and you look at Gulfstream, you look at Virgin Galactic and Boeing, they're all calling Mesa Gateway Airport home. And I think one of the reasons for that is that we want them here, and the community has really responded positively to it. I mean, when I talk to these companies, they all have relationships with ALA or EVIT or Chandler Gilbert Community College or ASU, and they're looking to be able to generate a local pipeline of talented candidates that can immediately go to work in Mesa for those companies, and they've been successful at it. We're fortunate to have 2 large master developments. The one on the west side is called Skybridge, Arizona, which is a 360-acre master development. Over on the east side, we've got Gateway East, which is a 273-acre master development. And the first tenant is a company called Synergy Climate Systems. And Synergy Climate Systems manufacture high-end HVAC systems to be put into data centers or hospitals or anyone else that needs a significant level of airflow. Synergy is just one example of these world-class companies that are coming to Mesa Gateway Airport, and they're going to elevate the airport and they're going to elevate the city of Mesa. Mesa Gateway Airport is the only airport in the United States where Virgin Galactic is assembling spaceships. Later on this year, we will begin manufacturing 2 of the first Delta-class spaceships. They'll bring the mothership in, they'll attach the spaceship to the mothership, they'll fly it to New Mexico, and that's where they will be participate in that space tourism program that Virgin Galactic has been running for the last couple of years. So we're real excited. I mean, who would have thunk several years ago that Mesa would be the home of where they're building spaceships? To me, Elevate Mesa is a community-wide commitment to understanding the benefits that we will get more done together than we would individually. Great things are a heavy lift, and I think the city of Mesa does a really great job of getting their partners together so everyone is sharing the same vision and a common goal. I think that the end product is going to be so much better because of that.
I want to bring us back to where we started our roots. Mesa was built by visionaries who saw possibility in the desert, who worked the land, built homes, and laid the foundation for a city that would grow beyond anything they could have imagined. Their legacy isn't just in our history, it's in the way we continue to grow, live, work, and play. Elevating Mesa takes bold leadership, strong partnerships, and a shared commitment to making Mesa the best it can be. Thank you for joining me this morning. That concludes our rodeo. Now let's get to work. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for joining us for the Mayor's State of the City Breakfast, presented by the Mesa Chamber of Commerce.